ladies, Ashley here from GlowBody Personal Training, and all you need for this hair tutorial is a comb, a bobby pin or two in case we have some flyaways, and these are just little tiny elastic rubber bands. I call them little girl hair bands. So first, grab your comb, and I want you to make a nice deep side part. This is kind of where I wear my hair anyways, and just brush it out so that there's nothing caught at the ends. From your crown, we're just gonna take 3 small pieces. So start right here at the front of your face, 1 in the middle and 1 in the back. Once a month probably, I wear hair extensions just to give my braid a little more body, and I'm wearing them today, just a 2 waft and a 1 waft. The 2 waft is right here, 1, 2, and then the single waft is right here. And it just makes my braid a little thicker. It doesn't give it too much length, and my hair is already pretty long, but it gives it a little more volume and oomph. So I like using those. So these 3 pieces here, your front one goes under the center line, and then the back one goes under the center line. Keep in mind that this is the opposite of what you usually do when you braid. So always going under, and that's how we really make our braids stick out and give it more volume versus going over. And then this back piece goes under, and you're always grabbing a little piece to join along with it to make that a French braid. So I added another teeny tiny strand from the back. Now the key here, the front piece again is going under the middle. The key is that we are keeping your braid very close to the side of your face, and don't be trying to pull it tight from the side of your face to your hair. I think that gives it a more uptight look, and that's not really what we're going for. We're gonna loosen that out at the end. So keep it loose, just ensure that the strands are small. So that's how it stays semi-neat, but also will give it a lot of body. So I'm just pulling pieces from the back and then going under, and then we're gonna pull a piece from the front and go under the center line. Coming from the back, just a tiny piece. Again, every time I'm reaching from this hairline and pulling just a tiny strand. So my strand is only this big, pulling it under, bringing it all the way over so that your braid is framing your face, and then the front piece goes under immediately after that. Straighten it all out. As I'm pulling my hair down, I'm always pulling out little knots that happen as you braid your hair. 1 in the back going under, and then your piece in the front goes under that center line. So the reason I originally learned to French braid my hair is I was in the Army at West Point, and we always had to wear an ACH, an Army Combat Helmet, in the summers. And training in New York in the summer is extremely humid. And one day I sat down to lunch, and the guy accosted me, was like, "Hey, what happened to your hair? You look like Chewbacca. It's everywhere." And I was just like, "Hey, I'm doing my best. It is humid here in the summer." And yeah, he just made me feel really ugly and bad. So one night while I was on patrol, supposed to be like looking for bad guys in the woods, and I had my weapon and just my hat on, the PC instead of my combat helmet, I taught myself to French braid in the dark, so without any looking at anything. And I just did the center line right down the back. But I've been braiding my hair since then because it stays put all day long through mom life or through my workout videos, and I don't have to worry about it going anywhere. So that's why I braid. But I don't usually use extensions, just like I said, like once a month for videos or a special event like a wedding or something. All right, so we're still doing the same thing. We're making sure that it goes right next to our ear, not back here. We want to keep it nice and close to your face. Reaching all the way from over here now, and the hair is just gonna go across and under, and then again front and under, following this pattern. Now at this point, some people like to switch their hands, but I tend to get my braid messed up if I switch my hands. So just think of this as a little extra shoulder workout, because you do have to keep your arms up for a little while. I'm gonna twist in my chair and not look in a mirror just so that you can see what I'm doing. We're gonna reach around and pull it under. Almost at the end of the free hair. So I have a little fewer strays. So I start to feel about this time which of my 3 strands feels like the straggliest, like which one doesn't have the most volume. And that's the one that I'm going to intend to like group up the most remaining hair in, so that each part of the braid has equal fullness and volume. So this one to me feels like the shortest and most straggly, so I'll be trying to use more of my free hair to go into that one. So it's time to scoop in some free hair. I'm gonna put some in there. And then probably my last time grabbing up any remaining free hair. Once you know your braid is about to leave your head and just be free roaming, that's when you want to pick up all the hair. You don't want to pick up all the hair when your braid is down here, else it'll look too slobby. All right, so get any sparse hairs out. And now we're just doing a regular braid. I like to keep it nice and tight at the top, and then I get a little bit looser as we go down, and that's simply because we are going to be pulling that apart and making it nice and wide. All right, and the easiest thing to do here is to pull your braid up so you can be looking in a mirror now and seeing what you are doing. Just a couple more. And then when you get almost to the end, this is where the fun part is. This is where we're gonna go in there and start making it messy and pulling it apart. So pinch your hair at the bottom so that you don't lose your braid. And from the bottom, we're just going to pull the outside pieces of this braid apart. So the outside pieces, not the inside pieces. I'm just gonna pull it apart and just start to make it wider. And this is where your braid will look really voluminous. Nice and wide, pinching it apart. So I'm trying to make sure each strand takes up as much space as possible. So before I lose it, I'm going to grab the little girl elastic band, put it around the bottom, and then we will continue to pull apart the entire long part of our braid and then up around and frame the face to give you volume on top of the head. All right, so now this is in. Now you have two hands to do the work. Making this nice and wide. Again, you're starting from the bottom, pinching it out so you're making little triangles coming out of each side. Yep. Good. Now don't go too crazy right here. You're gonna have a big drop. See, it just happened to me. You have this big drop. This is where your bobby pin comes in now. Don't put your bobby pin in like this. We want to have the bumpy part against the side of your head. That's going to hold it better. So just take your hair and push it forward a little bit. So you have this hanging down piece. Just push it forward a tad, and that will give you volume on the side of your head and give it a nice relaxed look that's still put together. And then start right up here at the top. And we want to be pulling apart these pieces and make them wider. So pulling on the edges nice and gently. I like to go a little bit pull a little bit stronger on the pieces that are right near my face versus the pieces that are up on the top of the head, so that I don't create one on top of the head that is a big bump that looks like a tumor at the end. Nice and gentle. And we are almost done, so hang in there. And when I'm doing this on my own, this is a 3-minute hair routine for me. I just whiz right through it. It doesn't come out perfect, but it comes out good enough. And with that elastic plastic rubber band, it will stay in all day. It'll stay in throughout my workouts. If I work out really hard, say I'm going running or doing a plyometric routine, I'll just take another band and scoop all of my hair up in the back and just pin it back here. Or if I'm going from a daytime to a nighttime look, like I'm going out with Luke that night or a girls' night, the easiest trick you can do is just take your side braid and then wrap it up over here, tuck in the flyaway part right here, and pin it down. Take your bobby pins, again, with the bumpy side facing your head, and pin it down here, 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 and here, and your hair will stay like that, and it gives it a really nice updo that stays put, and I bet you will get a lot of compliments on it. So if you like this video, please support my channel, give it a thumbs up, and more importantly, go do some of my workout plans. You can sign my free 21-day 8-minute workout challenge on GlowBodyPT.com, or if you're pregnant, grab my free prenatal training schedule. And if you are postpartum, 12-week post-pregnancy plan. And if you really want to take your fitness to your max potential, you're going to want to do my 6-week lean, fast, strong, capable plan, which comes with your meal plans, plans for meat eaters, as well as if you're a vegan. And that is the hardest plan that I have. That is the most intense, but still it's only 5 days per week. Workouts are between 20 to 45 minutes, so it's still manageable if you're a mom and you just really want to take your fitness to your max potential and your body to that potential too. I love you guys so much, and leave any questions in the comments below and I'll do my best to get back to them for you. Love you guys, bye.